KUAM News, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson, celebrating 25 years of commitment to Guam, Micronesia, and the CNMI. Cars Plus Finish Line Express is now open at Cars Plus in Mighty. The state-of-the-art car wash is now open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
The local foster care system implementing strict guidelines after a foster parent is accused of molesting a child placed in his care. Local leaders hosting an oversight hearing grilling officials over how the system failed a little boy.
Some mess left behind at a local middle school while students are in double session elsewhere. How did the situation at this campus get this bad, and do education leaders have plans to clean it up?
The CNMI Department of Corrections cracking down on contraband. I'm Tomas Manglona with a first-hand look inside the CNMI prison.
Hafid, good evening. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz. Thanks so much for joining us.
The foster parent indicted for sexually molesting a child placed in his care is set to answer to the charges in 1 week.
His case sparking serious questions about the foster care system after authorities learned he was arrested on similar charges twice before, prior to the latest allegations surfacing.
Today, an oversight hearing held at the Guam Congress building, senators hoping to get clarity on how something like this could happen and how it could have been prevented.
We had someone in our own community who lived here, and this slipped through us.
Senator Joanne Brown was furious during today's public health oversight hearing on the foster care system.
This is a pretty serious issue. I don't think we're going to wrap this up in a nice little bow today and go home and feel a sense of comfort. I mean, this to me shows a failure in the processes that we had in place to protect a child.
Senators grilling the local health department's Division of Children's Wellness following the February arrest of a foster parent indicted for repeatedly sexually abusing a young boy in his care.
Because it's an active case that's going through the judicial system, we can't comment specifically on that case.
The defendant is 33-year-old Ryan Joshua Cruz. Cruz has since been released from prison on bond and is set to answer to the charges in court next week.
That's the particular case that has brought us here today. I don't want to get too generic about it, too vanilla, because this is very concerning. I mean, if this was any one of our children, if it was my child, I'd be banging your door down and having attorneys left and right and up and down.
The community outraged to learn Cruz was arrested for molesting a child last November and again on similar allegations back in 2018.
We don't get to mess up on stuff like this. We just don't get that privilege. I think a lot of people have those questions. I don't think that's anything we should, smooth over. And, we got these new processes, so hopefully this is going to resolve it.
Since the case surfaced, Child Protective Services had the Guam Attorney General's office run checks on 105 names to include the licensed foster families on island. All names were cleared. Charlene St. testified as Public Health's acting director.
The system has been relied on for years.
That's until this year.
The systems used did not and do not provide cases of alleged child abuse. The data systems we use provide convictions.
Officials since reaching out to local and federal law enforcement to enhance background checks.
We are faced with weekly, if not daily, challenges to place our children in a safe home. What we need to own as a community is it is a process that requires time. Time we believe we don't have.
Time that led to the apparent break in the system, felling a little boy.
Just Googling him. It was as simple as that to put up that red flag. Now, I do understand that one of the most important things that I think public health needs to do is, regardless, you're doing your background checks. It's as simple as going on Google. We all know that. They rely on you. And I know you're hurt because of what has happened. I know you are. But let's take that hurt, that pain, that energy, and focus on how can we make this better?
Senators also briefed that the foster parent application process now includes more than a dozen background clearances and requirements.
A serial burglar wanted by local authorities is captured. 33-year-old Peter Tatautau Ogo Jr. is picked up by marshals on Monday morning. Ogo, who was convicted in the District Court of Guam for conspiracy to commit bank fraud in 2017, had an active federal warrant after he failed multiple drug tests while on probation. Last Wednesday, Guam police issued a wanted flyer for Ogo. As KUAM reported, he was caught on video surveillance allegedly stealing solar lamps from the church in Totu recently, and again breaking into and stealing from the Aymar in Dededo back in February. Local charges against Ogo have not been yet filed. He is currently being held in federal custody at the Department of Corrections prison.
The final two defendants accused in a riot at the Dededo skate park admitted guilt in the Superior Court of Guam today. Darren J. Fortes pleaded guilty to criminal mischief. He faces up to 3 years in prison. Co-defendant Kason Nick admitting to assault and was freed from prison and placed on probation after spending the past year locked up. In total, 7 men were arrested in connection to the riot caught on camera in March of last year that left 3 others seriously hurt. The remainder of the co-defendants, including Chesrick Tom, have since taken plea deals as well. Fortes scheduled to be sentenced in June.
Well, the money is secured to fix the building issues and more at the island's public schools. And one school in particular, no doubt on top of that list, is FBLG Middle School in Jigo.
As we've reported, the students there have since been relocated, doing double session at Ukuru High because the Jigo campus is falling apart. But take a look at this video KUM captured at the Jigo school just today. A large pile of desks, chairs, instruments, even microwaves and more is spotted at the school. KUM getting a call into our newsroom about the eyesore. Guam Department of Education staff at the school this morning declining comment about the mess. The problem even caught the attention of Education Oversight Chair Senator Chris Barnett. He has this message for the public school system.
I was pretty surprised when I saw the pictures, and I'm just not sure if it's a case of maybe the contractor needs to clean as they go, but what I did see in a lot of those pictures were perfectly good pieces of equipment that, we should have just taken better care of. As we move to bring our schools into compliance with safety and sanitation regulations, the last thing we want is to have to buy a whole bunch of new equipment because we didn't take care of the things that we have. So my message to GDOE is, come on guys, the public's watching, let's do better.
Late this afternoon, Guam DOE spokesperson Michelle Franquez told KUAM the equipment and items have been surveyed and are ready to be transferred. So we are looking at items that are damaged and no longer of use to the school. No word on how long those items have been piled up there.
The problem, Franquez admits, is GDOE got word that there is no room at the General Services Agency where government items are typically procured and stored. GDOE is now looking for alternate methods to have them removed from the property. We'll have more news in a moment. Of course, a hafa day to all our viewers now watching on our exclusive local channel on Peacock.
Catch us in all your favorite shows on peacocktv.com/local. We've got that QR code on your screen as well. Keep it here to KUAM, your leader in local news.
Watch KUAM TV 8 live on Peacock. Check out our live channel, NBC shows, live sports original programming, movies, plus so much more. Visit peacocktv.com/local or download the app and subscribe today.
Jack, we think you're going to love this. Corn chicken. Corn chicken. Corn chicken. So?
Get out.
Right, okay.
My popcorn chicken is back, only at Jack in the Box.
The wait is over, Guam. The all-new state-of-the-art car wash is now open at Cars Plus. Introducing Finish Line Express, open 7 days a week. The all-new cashless drive-through car wash is also the largest car wash on island that can accommodate vehicles such as lifted Jeeps and full-size pickup trucks. Just roll up, take a wash, insert credit card or show your EverWash app, and roll through. Plus, power vacuums are available to clean the interior. Show your vehicle some love today at the all-new car wash at Cars Plus in Mighty. Open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Welcome back to Primetime. The CNMI Department of Corrections cracking down on contraband within its facility.
Our regional correspondent Tomas Manglotnia goes inside the prison, seeing firsthand how the new commissioner is implementing random pat-downs, random canine dog searches, and assigning his top brass to all shifts at all times.
What I'm doing with implementing this with the staff being authorized to pat down incoming and outgoing staff. It's random, it happens, you know, I don't expect the public to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, but I am within policy.
The new CNMI Department of Corrections Commissioner Anthony Torres conducting those random pat-downs in an effort to protect the public and prevent contraband from penetrating the prison.
But I do want them to know that I'm subject to it as well.
He says it happens across all ranks. KUAM witnessing the pat-down on a brief walk through the prison's main corridor.
I'm committed to this role to do what I need to do to root out the individuals who are still choosing to make those bad choices.
The pat-down started a month ago and they haven't found contraband. Torres also brought in canine dogs unannounced and have assigned lieutenants and captains to every shift for the 180 inmates.
I've inherited some of the past issues that I'm dealing with to the best of my ability, but moving forward, I can assure you and I can assure the public that I'm doing my best to make this a better and a safe place for all my staff, with the inmates included.
That includes creating more activities within the facility, like Bible study, contact visiting, and community improvement projects. Tomas Manglotnia, KUAM News, Saipan.
Need your nails done?
Yes.
A soothing facial, or maybe even a new haircut.
All of the above.
Same. Well, you can soon feel more reassured that the salon or barbershop is a safer and more sanitary environment. Senators heard testimony today on a bill to update the rules and regulations for cosmetology businesses. Acting Chief Environmental Officer Francine Salas says the current requirements were last changed almost 40 years ago.
Mostly we're dealing with the structure, and I think the updating since 1984 has defined what exactly is this type of establishment and what would be required in this type of establishment to operate, protecting everybody who works there and then anybody who comes in, from customers to their guests.
Oh, those green and pink hair colors, that's giving us ideas for the next show. The new rules and regs were drafted by Public Health, and officials say it incorporates all the new tech, chemicals, and other beauty products that have been developed over the last 4 decades. They help to keep the lights on. Today, we join the community in celebrating National Lineman Appreciation Day.
Thank yous are in order for this next story. KUAM even getting the opportunity to see what it takes to be a lineman with the Guam Power Authority.
They are among the unsung heroes in our community, the ones who put their lives literally on the line for the safety and comfort of the island.
Man, it's a great feeling to see the community safe and smiles on their face when we do install the lights, so it's a good feeling.
That's line electrician leader Jeremy Leon Guerrero. He's part of the workforce that puts in the work 24/7, rain or shine, even working with up to 100,000 volts of electricity. It's harsh conditions that can't compare to the reward of serving the island for him and his team of linemen with the Guam Power Authority, and their tasks are essential, as we followed along to see how they brought this Barragata neighborhood a greater sense of security with a new street light.
We didn't wait long for GPA to come out to energize our home, and we are very happy.
This homeowner grateful.
We want to thank all the GPA crews, all the work they put in. Thank you guys so much.
It's a sense of gratitude shared by the countless lives touched by the work of these linemen, through acts of service like restoring power to Saipan after Typhoon Yutu, aiding first responders in auto pole collisions, or vegetation trimming to manage safety hazards. Still, for linemen like Kyle Seguenza, Zachary Santos, Darren Dunstan, and Leon Guerrero, it's simply an honor to do what they do.
I love GPA, I love my coworkers, and I love seeing the smiles and the happy people when they have power and street lights.
I love that we provide power to people. What I love most is helping the community and getting power to the people. I love everything about my job, just to serve the people of Guam.
A service which is why today we celebrate these hardworking linemen. Thank you, and Sizu'as Ma'asi.
Good job there. Again, happy National Lineman Appreciation Day. We'd love if you could just keep the power on. Please.
I love your
puns. Now for a
puns.
look at your world at home. Here's a view captured from the poolside of the Dusit Beach Resort in Tumon.
Wednesday will be mostly sunny with a 10% chance of isolated showers.
Para todo bidan biju. Let's eat, y'all, let's eat, y'all, let's see if you can keep up with the beat, y'all. Take a seat, y'all, time to feast, y'all. Then let's see what you can really do for me, y'all. Crab legs, dog eggs, bon appetit, y'all. And another round of drinks, can't even speak, though. Can't keep my eyes off this precious cheese, and I thought I saw work was that for me, y'all.
Here with this experience today, I mean, top notch.
It helps you in the long run.
Make sure that you're always checking your health. It's not only yourself that you're checking yourself. Actually, you need to check each other, and then at the same time, if you have the right facility to go to, please go to the medical city.
KFC's Double Down is back?
Double down, double, double, double down. Chicken, chicken, bacon, chicken, chicken, cheese. Double down, double, double, double down.
Buy a Double Down on the KFC app until March 18th for early beta access to Diablo 4.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Hafa sports fans, Jason Salas here, and you know sports is huge at KUAM. It's a part of our DNA, it's a part of who we are. Everybody on Guam is into sports, but you know what's also big above all to us at KUAM is family. We support each other, we have each other's back, and a member of one of our staff within these walls is actually competing in this weekend's Smoke and Wheels. It's the 40th running of Guam's biggest motorsports community, and one of our guys is actually racing for the very first time. So let's go meet Eric Cruz. Hey, Eric. Hey, what's going on? Eric Cruz is on the front line at KUAM. He's admittedly a real chill guy, cool as a cucumber, which might surprise you given the intensity of the race he'll be running in for the first time this weekend. And his soft-spoken, laid-back nature definitely takes a back seat to his enthusiasm about the race.
Man, it feels amazing. I'm so excited. It's going to be my first event.
But make no mistake at all, Eric's no rookie. He's already got a healthy amount of experience underneath his belt.
But I would say roughly about 4 years I've been on the track racing. I always wanted to try to compete. You know, growing up, my parents always brought me to the track without a choice, you know. I was just a young kid spending a lot of time at the racetrack, and I learned to love it. So growing up, when I was able to drive, my dad bought me my first car, and it all started from there.
While Smoking Wheels will have a huge slew of events that you can see at the Jigo Race Park this weekend, Eric's got his sights set on burning rubber in a particular run.
I'll be racing in the drag racing event, and I drive a '94 Honda Civic. Well, I got a fresh engine in there, so it's It's gonna be pretty fun. I've been learning the same platform for about 4 years, so I'm pretty confident. I got a new engine, new transmission, ready to rock.
He's aiming for a sub 12-second time and knows the keys to a winning performance.
I gotta be consistent. It is bracket racing, and that's the challenge of it. So it's not about who goes the fastest, but who stays consistent. And that's gonna be the hard part.
He's already developed a champion's mindset, taking you directly in the driver's seat to see what he sees and feel what he feels in those few tense moments as the engines rev right before the light turns green.
It feels like time freezes, honestly. I try to block everything out and just race my own race, you know. Never mind about the guys I see. I just gotta stay focused, worry about my car, and stay consistent.
And like most Guamanian athletes, Eric knows this opportunity comes after years of support and sacrifice by a community that continues to stand by him no matter what.
Well, I got a handful of friends that I'm real close with that help me out, and that have been helping me out throughout this whole 4 years. My family the most, honestly. If it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't be doing it. And yeah, my family and friends, everybody else supporting.
And we at KUAM are happy to be proud of that support system. Good luck, Eric. We're all cheering for you. From start to finish, we're proud of you. Go for it.
Here we go now.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Mickey D's McCrispy. Formerly known as the Crispy Chicken Sandwich, now has some respect on his name. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Real talk. The Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich should have been named Spicy McCrispy from jump. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Don't need to work, babe, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by J. Goodman, a happiness company.
Buenas and Hafa Day, everyone. I'm Devin Sanchez, a senior from Guam High School and a Giving Tuesday Spark Ambassador. Today we have Anhuratoa Calvo from George Washington High School giving us an inside look at Princeton University's class of 2027. Let's check it out.
Hafa Day, everyone. My name is Anhuratoa Calvo. I'm a senior at George Washington High School and a Giving Tuesday Spark Ambassador. Today, I'm here at Antonio B. Wonpat Airport to take you on a journey to Princeton University's great class of 2027 preview. Let's go.
I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting my favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head. You know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want. Kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah.
Hey, yo. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the vlog. Toa's first vlog. I'm here at Princeton, New Jersey. It's 5:40 a.m. Yo! Today is the Princeton University preview. April 11th. I can't believe it. It's so crazy to be here. Look at this small tour with my glasses. This is the Bible and a journaling pad because Jesus. There's my pizza box that I slept with last night, some napkins, and orange juice. Awesome. Yo, okay, I need to get ready now. I'll like give you guys an update in like a little bit.
Okay, hi everyone. Yo, this is the vlog. This is the camera. Yo, this is the crazy camera, man. But I'm ready to go now, and I'll be heading out in a few minutes to go to the shuttle bus. Or to eat breakfast, actually. Yeah, I'm going to eat breakfast first. Yeah.
Driving down the freeway at night, I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind.
This is insane.
I'll write a letter to my girlfriend back at Princeton.
Let's write a letter.
We're very good at writing letters. We're all English majors.
Anytime I get during the Asian American
What are you doing?
I have no idea.
You vlogging? You're gonna vlog like yeah?
I'm not a vlogger.
Hi guys. Hi. So this is the last day. I'm here. April 12 right now. I'm gonna be heading on a shuttle bus that'll take me to the airport in like an hour and 30 minutes. So okay. We saw Jeff Bezos. He passed by me when I was sitting down at Blair Hall with a bunch of people. So he passed by, and there was rumors that he was on campus, and I guess his daughter is a grade class of 2027, and basically he passed by. I didn't even know that was him. So, but then my friends were basically like panicking, and I didn't know why. And so I didn't want to take a picture of him with him because he was with his daughter, and that's like a pretty like sentimental moment, and I didn't want to disturb that. So I just took a picture like from afar. That was really cool. So thank you so much for watching. This was my trip to Princeton, New Jersey, to Princeton University, and I hope it inspired you, motivated you to try like go up there, you know. I had a really great time, and I got to meet new people, which was amazing. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, and dream big.
Thank you so much, Enhiro Toa. I hope all of you learned to work just as hard as he did to get into his dream school. Now, that's all we have. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful evening.
Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by J. Goodman, a happiness company.
And it's birthday wishes time.
Let's see what you all shared on KUAM.com. Here's your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shoutouts.
Happy birthday on this Tuesday, April the 18th to Thomas J. Parish Cruises celebrates birthday number 10. Double digits for Thomas J. And your family is saying love always and happy birthday. Jenny Castro, happy blessed birthday to a sis, a auntie, and a Nina. May God continue to bless you and keep you. We love and miss you, says your Dallas family, and that would be Joelle, Lori, Matt, and Ethan. Melinda Uggan, happy birthday, sis, aka Chill. Please enjoy your special day, says, again, your family in Dallas. Hey, go Cowboys. Mason, happy golden 18th birthday to you, Mace. We hope you enjoyed your day, and it is your day today. No matter how old you get, your shout out says, we hope you feel young forever, and we love you so much. Happy birthday, my love, this shout out says, going out to Robbie J. Villanueva. We love you, and we send you many, many more to come. And Layla Regis, happy birthday to beautiful Layla, who turns 18 today. That's your shout out, which also says, we love you and hope you enjoy your special day from a very, very adoring family. And Lori is getting a belated happy birthday from your family, and they say, love you, the letter U. And that's when you can tell it's super, super awesome. So to all our birthday celebrants, today and belated, we wish you all the very best.
And that's your primetime show. Thank you for watching. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz. Stay safe and have a great night.
KUAM News Hotspot is presented by Calvo Enterprises, Inc. We are here and you are out there. We are coming to you from our Harmon studios. Half a day, everybody. I'm Jason Salas, your host with a lot of information. We've got the most positivity on this show, and that's why we do this each and every day, coming to you at 11 a.m. on Peacock, YouTube, and Facebook. All right, here is what we are working on for you today, as we head into the lunch hour. In Health Check, allergy season is upon us. We'll tell you what you need to know. I know a lot of people are having allergy problems these days, so we got news that you are certainly going to appreciate. We'll also have another dose of Weekly Renewal with our friend Claire Calvo, and we will check in with Vic Fallon, who is out in the field today. He's hitting the road to find out which village has the best bookshelf, so stay tuned for that. And House to Home with Liz and Gina from Remax Diamond Realty. All right, but first, allergy season is upon us, and we tell you what you need to know. Worldwide, people are having the sniffles, sore throats. Here is the very latest.
Health Check is presented to you by the Medical City.
With trees and bushes blooming, your seasonal allergies might be booming.
So I usually wake up with a stuffy nose, I have phlegm in the back of my throat.
With relocations in the suburbs,
Thank you for calling American Family Care in Naperville. How may I help you?
this urgent care has been busy after a warm winter led to a strong start to allergy season.
And so lots of patients are coming in, not knowing what's going on.
Before noon, Dr. Rama Wahood saw 3 patients with stuffy noses, and she started each exam with a simple check.
You'd be surprised what your snot could tell you.
Yep, when you blow your nose, take a peek.
It's a good idea to, look at it and actually, examine it, and it could tell us a lot of things.
If your snot is runny and clear, it's most likely allergies.
If it's green or yellow, could be just a mild infection. And if it gets darker, it could indicate, or smellier, it could indicate a worsening infection.
If it is allergies, there are over-the-counter medications that can help.
Typically, it's an antihistamine. So you could do Zyrtec, Claritin, Allegra. There's the non-drowsy ones that you could do. And then we also recommend a nasal spray as well. That helps with your sinuses. It decreases inflammation.
If you've been taking your allergy meds and they don't seem to work anymore, that could be a sign you need to change things up.
A lot of times you have to switch up your allergy medications because you no longer respond to them. Your body gets used to something and it needs to be switched up.
But you should also know what starts out as allergies can progress.
What happens is your allergies could actually turn into an infection.
So if you're not sure, it's best to see a doctor to sort it out.
Health Check is presented to you by the Medical City.
You know, my friends, people say we live in very, very progressive and very smart times. I'm just amazed we can actually say the word snot now on TV at like 11 in the morning. That's actually absolutely amazing. Anyway, equally amazing is my dear friend Claire Calvo, who brings you Weekly Renewal. And this week she has another amazing segment. Take it away, Claire.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Half a day. I'm Claire Calvo bringing you your weekly renewal. I am here for part 2 with Terry Perez. Welcome back, Terry.
Hello.
What I have found is that when it comes to just, if I am faced with any kind of ailment, I do feel like going plant-based to clean out the system. Even if you don't, even for those who don't choose to do the long, do the long haul, and just having at least 10 days, if even just 10 days of just cleansing out the system of any animal products, byproducts, and anything highly chemicals or anything that's
processed,
highly processed.
I drank coffee 2 days in a row, and then I said I can't get back on coffee. So when I stopped, I had a really horrible withdrawal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh wow, it only took 2 days of coffee. And it wasn't like a lot of coffee. Well, maybe for some people it's a lot, but 16 ounces and maybe a double shot. And then the next day was just a cup of coffee, like maybe, again, 16 ounces or 12 ounces. And then the next day when I said, okay, I'm gonna lay off, holy cow, I had this headache, the headache, the coffee headache that lasted a whole day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's the weather. No, it's not the weather.
Yeah.
Your body was saying, why did you do that? And it's so hard because I love coffee. So now I have to say, how can I incorporate it? Clearly, 2 days of coffee caused that kind of reaction that wasn't good for me.
Right.
So really, it is about easing out of it if you're going to get out of it.
Yeah. So for the 3 weeks I was dealing with sinus issues lately. I'm like, what is this about? Is there something in the air? You know, what are we being exposed to? I'm like thinking, is it my hormones? What is causing this sinus issue? And I eat relatively clean for the most part, but for the, not as clean as a 3-week cleanse. And so I was feeling great, had a lot of energy, did a 10K, was just feeling excellent. And then sure enough, the week after, I slowly transitioned out, but once I got into eating, going back, like having leftover my son's fries, I'm just gonna take a handful, or eating a lot of it is leftover foods for my son. So taking some of his sushi, and like, oh, it's just sushi.
You felt it
return, and I'm like, it was a combination of the sinus thing, and then emotionally, like going through. Then, like, is it in the air? Is it hormonal? I am at that age of like whether it's perimenopause or whatever it is. So I was trying to figure out what it is, and then I just did a day of just water fast.
And you're liking it's the food.
It is.
It's interesting. I was vegetarian before this last detox, so I had a lot of eggs and dairy. So the first week was easy because I just had to eliminate those two things, but. I'm experimenting now that I'm out of the detox, and so I ate cake yesterday that had nothing but butter and eggs in it, and I noticed, oh, that's the bloat. That's what I was feeling. I was calling it hormonal belly, and it might have been, but I'm like, I noticed there's this thing before the detox, and then during detox, it disappeared, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's dairy or eggs. I didn't separate it out. So it's almost as if it's so fun to kind of like, okay, maybe let me be a human guinea pig and let me like slowly introduce, what does gluten do to my body?
Right.
What do eggs do to my body? So it's been really interesting just introducing it for one day. I know what caffeine does now. Okay. I know it's like, it hooks me like a junkie, and then I have to like go through a really horrible phase of like, okay, I just can't do that.
Try doing the elimination diet, which is basically that's what it is. You eliminate different things, at least for, I would do it for at least like 3. If you see immediate negative reaction, stop it. That's what it is. But at least go for a couple days to see how you are, how something is working for you or not. But it's a great way to, because these wide strokes of, oh, everyone should try this or try that, or everyone should stay away from this. You can't make any, we're all different. We have very different constitutions.
During raw week, I didn't think it would be doable. Like raw vegan, what can I eat?
Plants.
I'm just gonna eat plants.
Fruits, vegetables,
here's my leaf, yum. That's not what happened. Thankfully there is Google, and then of course the booklet you hand out, there were all these options.
Right.
And I'm like, this is doable.
Now on Guam, when I first moved back 19 years ago, there were maybe like 4 restaurants where, you could completely do like vegan. Yeah. Now, everywhere is accommodating that. I find so many.
You can even get black beans at Taco Bell instead of refried.
There you go.
Sorry.
There you go.
I'm not gonna get any free burritos from Taco Bell.
No, but even like, and of course, it's gonna work. For some people, it might be like still considered junk, but for others, maybe not. Even Burger King has that, Impossible Burger. There's different places, all kinds of options at a lot of different restaurants.
And that makes it easier for people to figure out where and what their body responds to.
Right. All right. Well, before we close, I just want to know if there's anything else you want to share, any takeaways that that stand out for you.
The biggest takeaway is I can do it. I could do it. That I didn't have to just like cheat and stay cooked vegan for the 3 weeks. It's like, oh, I could eat raw vegan if I wanted to, and I could go a whole week on juices and smoothies. And it's sustainable on some level. It's very sustainable.
Do you think it would be just as sustainable if you were to do it solo, or do you think having a group was an important element to it?
Having a group is really important.
Yeah.
I can do it solo now because I had that group.
Right.
So.
Excellent.
Community is important.
How empowering. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Terry. And thank you all. I'll see you next time on your Weekly Renewal.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
All right, my friends, before we go to commercial break, April, you may not know, is Financial Literacy Month, and in these rather trying times, it is more important than ever for each and every one of us to take charge of our finances, know about money, understand how to save it, how to invest it, how to manage it, and gain stability when it comes to your pocketbook and your bank accounts. Well, right here on the Hotspot, we're going to turn to the experts next week for a very, very special segment focusing on financial health and how to improve your financial position and your standing. I'm really, really excited about this. I'm going to be talking to people who know about money and are going to pass that knowledge on to you. Very, very good stuff. So if you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to DM us. We're at Facebook and Instagram at KUM News. Let us know your questions. And nothing is out of bounds. Ask us any questions about money, money matters, investments. Ask about Bitcoin. Ask about cryptocurrency. Ask about, CDs and investments and everything like that. Can't wait to bring you this series. So that is next week right here on the Hotspot starting on Monday. All right. Speaking of literacy, that is what our Vic Falan is down in Asan Maina coming up after the break. And he is going to tell you about a wonderful program from UOG Press and the mayors to teach everybody about a love of literacy. That's coming up.
Want a real taste of New York? The classic New York pizza offers a big, bold taste that's a Guam favorite. It's handmade with 16 inches of foldable crust, a sweet marinara sauce, and your favorite topping. And at 30% larger than our large, classic New York pizza is only $10.99 for carryout. Bring together your family and friends for a classic New York pizza party. Each pizza is just $10.99 for carryout. Classic New York pizza. So close, you can taste it. Only at your island Pizza Hut.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Watch KUAM TV 8 live on Peacock. Check out our live channel NBC shows, live sports original programming, movies, plus so much more. Visit peacocktv.com/local or download the app and subscribe today.
Welcome back to the show. UOG Press, and you might know, has been holding this wonderful event, and they're working with the Mayor's Council to encourage a lifelong love of reading in Guamanians, young and old. And the winners were announced today, and that is where we go now live to figure out who won. Our Victorious Falan is on site, and he is bringing us this latest report. Hi, Vic.
Howdy, guys. What a beautiful Tuesday. We're live on location right here at the Asan Mayor's office, and we're here for the Village Bookshelf competition. So literally we're just starting the day here, and we're going to make our way all the way through the other villages to see the different bookshelves that they put together. So I'm here with the director of the publishing at UOG, Victoria Leon Guerrero. Victoria, tell us more about what just went down and what can people expect for this whole day and what they can see with this competition.
Yeah, so the University of Guam Press partnered with the Mayor's Council of Guam with generous support from the Office of the Governor to host a village bookshelf competition in which we've supplied all village mayors with a full collection of our books, 3 copies of all of our books, with the encouragement to engage the community around local literature. And so we invited the mayors for a very friendly competition, and Asan Maina just won 3rd place. And so we're visiting the winning bookshelves today and awarding them their prizes. And it's really incredible. What we had asked the mayors to do was to not only build a bookshelf, but to tell their village story. And so as you can see, Asan Maina has on display historical articles about their village and different relics from the war, and a gorgeous bookshelf that their team built themselves. And so the idea is to celebrate our stories and our island, but also to tell their village story. And so it's really exciting. Not only did they win 3rd place, but we will also be partnering with them to do a youth writing workshop here in the village. And so we really hope that people from Asan Maina come and check out your village bookshelf. And all the villages on the island also have their own bookshelves. So you can contact your mayor's office if you're interested in reading purchasing any of our books or seeing what they have on display.
I mean, so speaking of the books, the amazing books and literature that you guys have put together, talk about some of the books that are on the shelves.
Sure, there's a wonderful collection of children's literature. Some of the books are written in Chamorro, others are written in English but celebrate the Chamorro culture and teach different aspects of our culture. Some of the books are more academic historical books, so you can learn about our island's history. We have books that really engage people in different aspects of our history, from World War II to our quest for decolonization. So it's an incredible collection.
Wow. I mean, you just looking at this, and like I said, third place here, just so beautiful. So like I said, I can't wait to see what's down the road and who gets the second and the first place. It's such a beautiful layout and such a beautiful take on to really tell what the village is all about. I think that's beautiful.
Yes, thank you. And I want to acknowledge as well that we worked for these bookshelves and our workshop program. We've been partnering with different local nonprofit agencies, and so I want to give credit to Ms. Taitano from the Menyetlu organization, because through them we've been having different workshops with their programs at Pagachao and Totu Gardens and Hemlani, in which these books are already making a difference in the lives of our youth, who read the books, meet the authors, and then do their own incredible art projects as a result. So we're seeing the benefits of this program. We also worked with Youth Congress and Senator Chris Barnett and the Lieutenant Governor to judge the bookshelves. So we wanted different stakeholders in our community to participate in the judging, and so I want to acknowledge all of them for being here today.
Awesome. Like I said, it's a whole day. We're about to leave here and visit the next village who gets the second and first. So wow, what a beautiful take. And then, like I said, anything else before we close out?
Yeah, Biba Asan Maina.
All right, wow, there you have it, guys. Wow, third place, Biba Asan Maina. Wow, that's pretty much a wrap. Back to you, studio.
Is there anything better in the world than opening a good book and just going on a journey, taking you someplace you've never been? So kudos to UOG Press and our friends at the Mayor's Council of Guam for doing that very fine work. All right, please stay tuned. House to Home is next.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
The wait is over, Guam. The all-new state-of-the-art car wash is now open at Cars Plus. Introducing Finish Line Express, open 7 days a week. The all-new cashless drive-through car wash is also the largest car wash on island that can accommodate vehicles such as lifted Jeeps and full-size pickup trucks. Just roll up, pick a wash, insert credit card, or show your EverWash app, and roll through. Plus, power vacuums are available to clean the interior. Show your vehicle some love today at the all-new car wash at Cars Plus in Maite. Open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week.
Howdy, folks. Nobody loves a Guam potluck more than I do. That's why I always bring my world-famous chicken, served any way you like it. Original recipe, extra crispy tenders, Kentucky Fried Wings, and more. Only at KFC Guam. Whoops. Well, it is finger-licking good.
Catch KUAM News Hotspot, a multi-platform news program broadcasting and streaming at 11 a.m. on KUAM TV8 Tuesdays through Fridays, with rebroadcasting at 3:30 p.m., as well as live streaming globally on our Facebook Live and YouTube digital platforms. Jason Solis features a blend of local, national, and regional news, plus lifestyle and entertainment features and extended interviews with top newsmakers.
KUAM News Hotspot is brought to you by Calvo Enterprises, Inc.
House to Home, presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Half a day, everybody. Happy Easter to you and your family, wherever you are watching and streaming this from. I'm Jason, and Liz and Gina are here. We are your real estate segment here on the show. And apparently, I got the memo for wearing Easter pastels. Liz, you look very, very lovely. Gina, the memo didn't arrive on your desk, or you didn't check your email yet?
I'm a Gina today.
Well, there you go. Well, you know, your smile is all the pastels we need, because that is very, very genuine.
I'm consistently Gina.
There you go. Well, you know what also coincides, ladies, with Easter, of course, is tax season, and people think about, you know, different ways that they can, you know, make tax write-offs or deductions or things like that. But one thing I have noticed that I was hoping to discuss with the two of you, and maybe it is kind of fitting with Lent now behind us, is the concept of giving back and, you know, reflection, and what people in your line of work, you know, kind of do to get involved with charitable organizations or start them or practice, good philanthropy.
Wait. How do you get tax season and Easter? How are you connecting those two dots?
I'm just saying they follow each other on the calendar. Yeah. I realized that I was tripping into that one, so I was like, yeah, let's just go through it. But thank you for, okay, now we're even because I called you on the Easter pastel. So, okay, so even Steven. Okay. Liz, please save me for this. So let's talk about giving back.
In terms of giving back, I know you have the question, what do realtors do to give back? And many of us have different projects that we give back to. For example, I'm part of Inafamalik, and I'm the chairperson, and we do a lot of peacemaking where we mediate between parties who have dispute, but that's a nonprofit organization. And we also do classes for the kids at school about conflict resolution. We've done projects with suicide prevention. And we've, even with our association with the Guam Association of Realtors, there are community efforts that we get involved in, fundraising, giving back to the schools, giving back to the communities, doing different beautification projects. So as realtors, it is key that we give back to the community in, different forms. I mean, this show itself, Gina and I started the show to talk about different properties, but that didn't feel fulfilling. And what felt fulfilling was giving back information about real estate, what to do in certain instances in purchasing, buying, purchasing or renting property. So we are very conscientious about giving back to the community in different forms. And I know Gina can talk about our other projects that we do with RE/MAX.
Jason, part of the reason we selected RE/MAX to begin with as a franchise is because when we read in the beginning, when RE/MAX first got started in the 70s, it reminded us of the way our partnership formed, and it felt like a family-owned, a family-run business, the way Liz's business was at that time. It's all about, and with the agents that work here in our office, we feel like we feel like a family. We're a working family. We learn together, we quarrel together, we earn together, and we're happy. There's good and bad times, and that really keeps us going in our business. But we also, when RE/MAX formed, they also started the Children's Miracle Network. And that's about giving back to the community, the people around you.
RE/MAX who started that? I'm familiar with it.
The Children's Miracle Network is RE/MAX. It is.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's all the RE/MAX in the United States, and you donate money with each sale. They donate money, or you could just donate money, not as part of a sale, but just to donate, generally speaking. And then they use that money to help with the children. The money there goes into the treatment for kids. That's what the Children's Miracle Network is all about. That is a RE/MAX thing. It's part of the RE/MAX brand, and it's something that they celebrate.
I didn't think it was possible for me to have any more respect than I already do for RE/MAX, but you have actually extended that. Yeah, wow, I had no idea. About that. Incredible.
And we really believe in that. And my philosophy is, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It's more about the giving. And sometimes it isn't about giving of money, although in most cases nowadays, that's what people need the most of, right? But we believe that sometimes it's giving your talent. So like at my church, believe it or not, when it comes to, church, and it doesn't matter what church you belong to, there are sometimes aspects of your church where real estate becomes something that you need to talk about. And so my husband Leonard donates his time he serves as far as not management, it's, accounting and looking at the books and looking at the
Absolutely, that's a form of ministry. Absolutely, that's truly.
it's part of what you can give. But as a real estate agent, I want to give my talent that way. It's what I know. I can donate my talent in that respect and donate my time to helping the church with the administration of those types of real estate questions and real estate transactions that come up, because they do come up, not a lot, but they do come up. And as far as our customers are concerned, or our friends or family, or you don't even have to be a customer. I mean, we always promote the idea that if you have a question or if something's going on in terms of real estate in your family and you want to call, reach out to us, whether you reach out to Liz or you reach out to me, or you reach out to a realtor that you know and you feel comfortable with. We promote the idea that charitable contribution isn't always about money. Sometimes it's about your talent or just your time. And Liz and I put in a lot of that to helping families get themselves organized or get their real estate put together, in a way that gives them peace of mind. That also is a contribution. And we encourage all agents who could do that to, contribute what you can.
Like they say, count your blessings, not your money. That's a few things in life I've ever heard that are more true than that. And Liz, using that, that genuine dedication and that belief in community service, it's actually allowed you and Gina and your husbands more recently to actually form a new organization dedicated towards community service.
Right. We formed Children's Arc. And with Children's Arc, it's a nonprofit organization. We're taking donations, but we're also doing fundraising efforts. And, organizations here, in terms of giving to individuals who are in need, sometimes the impact is not as much. The impact is very little. So we wanted to have a bigger impact so that if someone had to leave island and they needed some form of assistance, at least the monies we donate can help with housing or with parts of the medical treatment. I remembered once we were collecting monies for someone in our office, and I think the donation we got from the organization was only $500, and that amount did not have much impact, we thought. So in forming Children's Arc, our first fundraiser for someone who was in need, we donated $5,000.
Wow.
And at least that had some impact. So we did, the zombie run, which we're going to be doing every year around Halloween. And that effort, generated quite a bit of monies that we could use to help families. And the next one will be in June. So be on the lookout on that particular fundraising effort. It'll be at the Hyatt. And it's going to be lots of fun. You're going to be there.
I am.
You're going to help MC.
And my hair is going to be fully grown back at the point. And I'm sitting here with you ladies, who have become very, very dear friends of mine, with my hair half in, half out, because I shaved my head 3 weeks ago because I believe in community service, and we wanted to raise money through the St. Baldrick's Foundation with the KUAM Care Force, to help kids with cancer, because that's what we believe in too. And
that's right. Yeah. So we're all on the same page in terms of giving back and not just giving back, but having impact, making sure that it does have a bigger effect.
And one thing, Gina, that
I appreciate. Pop music. Pop music. Get down. Pop music.
My popcorn chicken is back, only at Jack in the Box.
The One Micronesia Show, Sundays on the stations and digital platforms of KUAM Communications. Join me, Victoria Spahn, for one-on-one interviews with Micronesians in our region and around the world doing amazing things and representing our community. Plus, I'll be sharing different looks at our diverse cultures, languages, food, and much more. And as a special treat and a way to end the show, we're hooking you up with a musical performance every month with a One Mic Jam Sesh, sharing music from all over the Micronesian region. It's sharing our common world because we are One Micronesia.
before we put the show in the history books, today is a day you should have circled on your calendar because it is tax day, boys and girls. And if you are looking to file a income tax return, or you're like me and you are testing your eyesight with these graphics, you can make sure to contact Rev Tax, or if you want to see these in full, share them with your friends and make sure that you review them properly. Head over to our Instagram page. We are at KUAM News. Also, today's the last day to file for an extension if you need to do so. All right? So you can also email pinadmin@revtaxguam.gov. Happy Tax Day, everybody. The tax man cometh, as someone once said in a song. Go Google that. It's a cool song, by the way. All right. Stay tuned. Stay tuned if you want to